The more time you give yourself to make a YouTube video, the harder it actually becomes to finish it. And recently, I made 30 YouTube videos in 30 days. And I had 3 hours to go from an idea to finish the video. And now that the challenge is over, I've somehow managed to make the videos take much longer. They feel so much harder to create, and I second guess myself with every decision that I make. So I realized that having time freedom right now isn't everything, and that the challenge gave me something that having this freedom doesn't. So today I will share with you the 3 constraints I'm bringing back so that I can make fewer videos and have more fun in the process. More time doesn't automatically improve your video. It makes the video expand. So during my challenge I had 3 hours to go from idea to record a video, to edit the video, and then publish everything. Despite having those, I was able to show up every single day, despite how I felt. And now that the challenge was finished, I was finding myself to always tweak the title, tweak the thumbnail, overthink the whole idea. Should I change it? Perhaps I could do that. Why not this one instead? I needed to focus on the single idea I had in front of me, and that was exactly why I was able to successfully complete the challenge. And there is something that is called the Parkinson's law. So the videos that you are creating, they fit to the time that you give it. If you say, I give myself 10 hours to create this video, you will then find the time to take 10 hours to create the video. In actuality, you could make the video in so fewer hours. As I did with the challenge, I was able to create everything within 3 hours, from the idea to doing every step to publishing. But now if you tell yourself that you have the whole week to do 2 videos, then of course you will find ways to make the time to create it within those days. Doesn't mean that you are super efficient with your time. So it's something different that we need to apply, rather than just telling ourselves that we are setting 2 videos per week or 3. It's something different. Now, one of the most dangerous things about learning more is that you realize with time that you could actually improve your video. So even though my video title was fine, I needed to change it, because I learned this title was proven. Let's try it out. It sounds better. I wrote with ChatGPT because that might be even better. The thumbnail, I changed that. The hook, I rewrote it. Every minuscule detail I needed to change in order to fit this new improvement. Because as every day goes, you will find new things to change. Because you are a creator. You're a business owner, you find the details, you want to improve, you don't want to stay stagnant, and that's the dangerous part. The more time you give yourself, the easier it is to second guess yourself, and the more changes you will find. So everything that is actually solved, you make it unsolved and you try to solve it once again. So you're basically trying to pick at a scab that's trying to heal. But you just need to let the video heal. You already have everything done and you need to just ship it and not think about it. So more knowledge only helps if you know to stop reopening your decisions. You need to close the hatchet and realize that with every video you create, you improve. I realized that you don't need to upload daily, but you need to keep the constraint that those daily uploads gave you. And one of the most impactful things during the challenge is that it gave me a clear goal. I needed to create 30 videos in 30 days. I had to make sure that every single day one video gets posted, no matter how I felt that day. Because if I didn't post, the next video tomorrow is waiting for me, and I didn't want to break that streak. I made sure to every single day have a timer beside me when I ideated, when I created the thumbnail, when I wrote the hook, when I made my 3 important points for the video. I made sure that everything is dialed in, so that I keep myself accountable instead of giving myself too much time to wander around. And especially, I'm a dad of 2, soon 3. I can't just dabble around with content creation and hope for the best. I need to make sure that I'm super focused, locked in to create the content and then ship it. And you really need to realize that once you create a video, when you publish it, it's gone. You are done. You have made a decision. Decision means decidere, the Latin word for cutting off. You need to make sure that this is good enough. Ship it. Improve for a next video. So find one thing that you didn't like. Okay, next video. So you give yourself the permission to just move. Okay? And this is something that I've realized these couple of days after a challenge. I had so much more time, but I found ways to improve because I care about quality. Or so I thought. So although you're lowering the frequency of videos that you put out every week, you are not lowering the constraint. As soon as you sit down to create content, you have those constraints of time that today I will give myself, let's say, 1 hour to create. I have my beautiful timer beside me, and then I'm going to sit down and going to do the work. Otherwise, if you give yourself a lot of time, you will adapt to that time frame that you give yourself. And one important thing that you need to remember is that you need to find yourself in a spot where you know when something is good enough. For me, I know when a video is good enough when it has a certain checkpoints marked. It needs to have a clear idea, a clear title, a thumbnail, a written hook, and the talking points done. It doesn't need to be perfect. Some days I'm not feeling it. That's fine. I'll at least have the title and the hook and the thumbnail done. And then talking points, of course, but don't need to script. Absolutely not. I don't script my videos, only the hook, and I have talking points where I freely talk. Right now, I'm speaking from the heart. And this is so that you have the packaging done. And when you have dialed that in, you have something that's good enough. Because ultimately, your viewer listening to you, they might find your videos way above what you believe it to be. If you find it's barely good enough, well, those people watching your videos see it as much better. So realize this, as long as you're following the checkpoints, then it's good enough, no matter how you feel in the moment. So yeah, it's super funny that content creation, once you have been uploading every single day, that it gets difficult once you lower the amount of days that you post. And it's mostly a mental thing. Now, if you still find yourself that you don't know exactly how you can structure a script, click the link down in the description so that you can download it. It's the exact same thing that I use every single time. And if you feel that it's uncomfortable being on camera, I want you to watch this video next.